Who are you?
Oh,
What was it like to lose everything in a day? Kurtan didn't die in a day. Gods are not that kind. This is not gonna end well for you guys.
yo,
What's
we are
Superman
about
like?
to get so much lore.
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Wow. Okay, that was a really short trailer, but that was a really good trailer right there, yo. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Yo, that was short, sweet, to the point. And again, it lets us know a lot of things, like how much lore we're really going to be getting in this Supergirl movie. And it's going to be a ton of lore. We're going to get a ton of stuff just contextualized and understood for us when it comes to Krypton in the DCU and a ton of other things. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is an upcoming DC Studios feature film centered on Kara Zor-El, Superman's cousin. Unlike many traditional superhero origin stories, this film is positioned as a character-driven sci-fi epic inspired by the acclaimed comic run of the same name by Tom King, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Even though this has removed the Woman of Tomorrow by the title, it's still Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. This version of Supergirl is not the wide-eyed newcomer. She's more hardened, emotionally complex, and shaped by a loss in a way that contrasts directly with Superman. And if I'm not mistaken, they have also removed all of the like the time shenanigans to actually make her older than Superman. She is, in fact, the younger cousin in this rendition of Superman, of the mythos, if you will, which is, I think that's a really interesting aspect of things. This film is a part of Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, which is the first phase of the new DC universe. And this recent Super Bowl Puppy Bowl trailer is not a trailer release, really. It's more of a it's more of a like marketing beat designed to really introduce the character to more general audiences like those at the Puppy Bowl. I think it's something that's very interesting, especially with James Gunn. We know he did this with Superman as well, and it makes sense. I mean, there's literally a dog as one of the main characters of the movie, and I know it's probably cheaper to market to the Puppy Bowl rather than the Super Bowl, so it's just very smart all the way around, and I'm really interested in what that's going to look like for this movie when we continue on in the future. For the story and premise of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, it obviously is going to follow Kara as she embarks on a brutal emotional journey across the galaxy alongside a young alien girl seeking revenge for her family's murder. This film is directed by Craig Gillespie, known for I, Tanya and Cruella, and he's very experienced in the character-focused stories, with the screenplay being written by Anna Nogueira, who has adapted the core themes of the Tom King comic rather than doing a one-to-one translation, with producers being James Gunn and Peter Safran, placing this Supergirl movie firmly within the unified creative vision of the new DC studio. Milly Alcock is cast as Kara Zor-El. We have Matthias Schoenaerts as the villain. We have Eve Ridley, David Krumholtz, Emily Beecham, and Jason Momoa, who is confirmed to be Lobo. This is all shaping up to be a really good movie from everything that we've seen. Tonally, this is expected to be grittier than Superman, more emotionally raw, and visually cosmic and expansive. This is going to be a much lonelier and harsher journey for Supergirl, who has been shaped by suffering rather than optimism. So it's just going to be setting her up to be a really good contrast to the DCU version of Superman. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this movie. This was a really nice little trailer, and it's no doubt going to generate a little bit of hype, and it gives us a lot more views. And we obviously see this kind of funeral memorial thing taking place, and it seems like that is where she meets Crypto. So Crypto is going to be heavily tied to her trauma and her emotional baggage that she has, and it's going to be really interesting to see how she acts when maybe, something happens to Crypto. So I'm really excited for this movie, and I hope you guys are too. Let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and questions for Supergirl in the comment section down below. Do you think that they should have kept the Woman of Tomorrow tagline, or do you like the way that James Gunn is kind of removing all of the taglines from the DC universe? Let me know how you guys are feeling about it in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing we're partaking in. And of course, it's Super Bowl Sunday, baby. So make sure you follow on all platforms because we're going to be posting and recording all the trailers that are coming out today. So make sure you tune in, make sure you subscribe, and I hope everybody has a good Super Bowl Sunday. And I'll see you on the next one. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Mar Bros,